So if your radiator shroud has this same part number on the top of it as mine, this is what you get when you order a brand new one. The complete assembly with the lock and the ring for the fan. I'm going to go ahead and install it now on my W124 Project. Of course, the first thing we need to do is disassemble it. You can't really install it like this because it's bigger than the space that is there. So we need to put that ring on the fan first before we slide the shroud in. I guess that's why it comes as two pieces, so you can do this much easier. So the ring, just make sure that goes in the correct orientation, and you can rest that on top of the fan, ready for you to slide in the shroud. This can be a bit annoying, because this is a brand new one. It's not conformed to the right shape yet, but there's two tabs you need to slot in at the bottom, and there's a tab at the top as well. The actual position of the shroud is fully adjustable as well. It's outlined in the service manual that they actually want specific measurements around the fan blade for clearance. I don't bother with that, I just get it visually centered and then lock it in. And you need to make sure that ring actually locks in the whole way around. It didn't here. That's what I'm fiddling around with, trying to get it in correctly. So here is where the adjustment can actually occur. You can have it higher, lower, and side to side. And once you've got it where you want it, you just lock in the spring clips on the left and right side, and then it's not going anywhere. These can be a bit difficult on the hand. You may want to use a screwdriver just to relieve the spring tension while you're pushing it down. That was pretty much essential on this intake side because I just could not get the strength required to get that to go down. And of course, the little clip that holds that lock in, I believe it's supposed to have the hose through it. That's what I've seen on my other car, so I'm going to do the same here. Rather than risk losing some coolant and taking it off at the radiator end, I took it off at the reservoir end. Slide the clip on and then click it in. And of course I dropped the hose clamp, but I picked that up rather quickly. I don't have the splash shield underneath this engine. It's actually missing on this car. I'm not overly concerned about that. I don't even think I'll replace it. So everything just drops straight on the ground. And that rubber piece that stops the hose rubbing, I just put that next to the tank. That's the closest thing. I think that's where it's supposed to go. It may be to stop it rubbing on that vacuum hose for the booster as well. Don't know about that. So that's it. That's installed. I can now possibly take it for a test drive and see if that made any difference to the operating temperature. Bearing in mind this car never really went above 80 degrees Celsius anyway, and it's now the cold part of the year, so I'm not going to know anything until summertime.